Welcome back to Overreaction Monday, everybody, as we are coming off of Wildcard Weekend. Guys, today, before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, make sure you stay tuned to everything NSP. But today, we're going to be talking about no other than Mike Vrabel being hired as the Nets Patriots head coach. Yes, that is right. Mike Vrabel is headed back to the Patriots. He played there on the defense for many years, went through the bad seasons, went through the good seasons, and now he is back with the Patriots after taking a year off from head coaching. Was an advisor for the Browns this past year, but after getting fired from the Titans job, he is now headed to New England. Now, I've talked to a few different Patriots fans, and I hear some mixed reactions out there. One of our big Patriots fans on the channel, Dizzle, is very, very excited about this one. And if you talk to one of our other Patriots fans that watch this channel, our good friend, Gabriel, he is not happy about this one. Vrabel is not his guy. Now, if you ask me, I think this is a great head coaching hire, in my opinion. Vrabel has done very good things in this league. He was the head coach for the Titans, and he had a 54-45 record in 6 seasons as their head coach, 2-3 record in the playoffs. So didn't get to the ultimate game, Super Bowl, has a losing record in the playoffs, but that's the playoffs. It's hard to get wins in the playoffs. But did good things in with the Titans as their head coach. Now, I will be playing a little bit of devil's advocate just for the sake of the video. I think Mike Vrabel is a culture setter, and not so much as a super great like offensive defensive mind or whatever. That's going to be your X's and O's guys. He is a culture setter. Very much what I think of Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a culture setter. Yes, he draws up. I imagine he draws up some plays and does this or that for the team, but he sets the culture. And he has good offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators below him to be able to win the games that he's winning. Mike Vrabel already has a coaching staff picked out. That coaching staff is very much going to have to support him, in my opinion, to be able to make Dre the best quarterback that he could possibly be, make this defense as best that he could possibly be. So I'll play a little bit devil's advocate. I very much think about Mike Vrabel's tenure or starting with the Patriots with the type of coordinators he's able to hire and support him, because you're only as good as the people you have around you, okay? Vincent, what is your thoughts about this whole thing?
So I'm in agreement here. I think Mike Vrabel is a good head coach when he was coaching with the Titans. Of course, we've seen some good Titans teams and some bad Titans teams. The one that we usually recollect on is when he was voted like AP Coach of the Year, took the Titans to the playoffs. Again, you said his postseason record 2-3, so he's got a few wins under his belt in the playoffs. I don't think the Patriots will be a playoff team in one single year or anything like that. So obviously, the Kraft family is going to give Mike Vrabel a little bit longer than what we saw with Mayo. But in my opinion, I agree with you. I think Mike Vrabel is going to sit down the hammer there, unlike what Mayo was able to do. Even though Mayo and Vrabel are both former players for the Patriots, I feel like Vrabel has just had a lot more tenure, a lot more learning in his time as a coach in the NFL. So obviously he's going to bring a little bit of the staff that he probably had with the Titans if they're available. Again, I don't think he's said while we're recording these videos who exactly his coaches are going to be, but I'm expecting it's going to be a mixture of people he's coached along the way with, as well as some other guys that he thinks are going to fit his system. So it should be pretty fun. I would love to see the Patriots get back to running the rock, even though they have a good quarterback in Drake May. They could do some double option there, even with some of their young wide receivers getting in the mix there. So it's going to be fun to watch, in my opinion. Mike Vrabel is not a very offensive-minded coach, so I'm excited to see who he brings in as his offensive coordinator. But yeah, I think it's going to be great for the Patriots to get back to having some stellar defensive play because of the way Mike Vrabel coaches. So I'm pretty excited, and I'm not even a Patriots fan.
Yeah, I'm very hoping that the Patriots can get back to somewhat of their former glory during the Belichick and Tom Brady days. But Mike Vrabel, you got your first situation when you're coming in as a head coach. You got to get an offensive coordinator that can help and develop Drake May. this is the quarterback of your future, right? I know you didn't draft him. You weren't around when he was drafted, but the dude has talent. And if you're able to like really develop this guy, you may have your quarterback for the future and not be dealing with like quarterbacks of your situation with the tight ends of Tannehill and then et cetera, basically. You got a quarterback that you can develop around, get the right players around him, get the right coaches around him, and you can have a very successful tenure as the Patriots head coach. But that's your number one goal right now, is figuring out how to support Drake May and getting him to the quarterback that he needs to be. So only time will tell how Mike Vrabel does, but let us know down in the comments. Was this a good head coaching hire? Was this a bad head coaching hire? Was this only about feelings and not actually using your brain? We'll find out in time, but let us know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Until then, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, keep on grinding.